The serpent dragon breathed fire into the forest and turned several trees and wild beasts into ashes. Some of the higher-ranking clan members also became victims of the attack, and their bodies were instantly burned beyond recognition. But just as quickly as it had arrived, the deadly creature flew off in search of a more worthy opponent. Later that day, on top of the mountain in the depths of the Divine Illusion Dimension, several gigantic mountain monster kings with ancient auras attacked Arthur. They were similar to the ones Bobby had seen inside the floating crest palace, but considerably larger. These mountain monster kings are as strong as a peak-tier void god realm king. Their defense is unfathomable, Arthur thought, frowning. The monsters had a powerful gravitational domain that could pull anything or everyone like a magnet. Arthur drew a figure in the air. Dozens of crystal beams stacked on top of one another and appeared and ripped the mountain monster kings to shred. A scarlet beast with horns and scales and beady green eyes emerged from behind a cliff and stopped in front of Arthur. Arthur, you've earned your place as one of the top prodigies within the invincible Hanging Palace clan, it said gravely. I see you've comprehended and mastered a heavenly technique that most cultivators can't handle. Arthur nodded, took the cores of the mountain monster kings, and continued on his way. I'm near the center of the Divine Illusion Dimension. The Divine Palace must be nearby, Arthur thought, taking in a deep breath. It's connected to the Continental Zone. Suddenly, a figure in the sky cast a giant shadow over the mountain. Arthur looked up and saw a terrifying serpent dragon beast in the sky. What a horrific aura, Arthur thought. What the hell is this thing? It seems to be headed for the ancient palace as well. Arthur stood frozen to the spot as he followed the serpent dragon's trajectory. It was heading towards the center of the Divine Illusion Dimension and released a terrible aura of destruction along the way. The beasts on the ground ran around in a mad frenzy, searching for places to hide. Even Arthur was afraid to get close. Damn it! How am I supposed to reach the Divine Palace now? Arthur thought. This mysterious creature had ruined my plans. I thought I was the only one who knew about the palace. Now everyone will find out about it once the serpent dragon goes. Maybe it'll destroy the array surrounding its fortress and I can get in. He took out a token out of his pocket and crushed it. A vibrating signal emerged and sped off to the other side of the Divine Illusion Dimension. Thank God I could still send messages in this strange, bizarre place, Arthur thought. He continued walking toward the Divine Palace. Bobby and Levison were still following the destructive serpent dragon, taking the occasional break. The beast was gaining speed each and every day, so they had to make extra efforts to keep up. Bobby was extremely skilled at tracking and wasn't concerned at all that they would lose sight of it. Meanwhile, the serpent dragon had no clue that it was being followed. The Earth's vital essence is becoming denser, Bobby told Levison. We must be close to the center. Even the beasts there are more powerful. I guess that must be where the dimension connects to the dynasties and island territories, Levison observed. Look at all those people down there searching for treasures. There must be at least 200 or 300 from different clans. The 8 families must have sent some of their members as well. Let's rest a bit, Bobby suggested. We need to preserve some of our vital energy in case of an emergency. They swooped down to the top of the hill. I may as well make good use of my time, Levison, Bobby said. I'm going to cultivate now. He took out the purple lightning wind lion's crystal core and began to cultivate the 5 elements lightning wind technique. The Earth's vital essence was much stronger within the Divine Illusion Dimension than in the outside world, and Bobby discovered that cultivation was much easier here. The area also was rich in flora and fauna, and each found some rare plants during their journey. He was extremely pleased with his steady progress. The crystal core contained the lightning wind's true will, and in a matter of minutes, he recovered his vital energy. I'll still need some time to break through to the Great Origin Core realm, he thought. The 5 elements lightning wind technique is extremely difficult to master. Maybe I need to alter my cultivation path and focus my improving on true will instead. This way, I'll become stronger in less time. His energy field's core began to crystallize. He entered the ancient dream realm and immersed himself in his consciousness within the Soul Sea's whirlpool. Moments later, he was in an ancient land and felt immense pressure. But the strength of his gilded lightning spirit body helped him to move around. He discovered that the tree still had several ripe spiritual fruits. The python and bird were also there, standing guard. He reached out, grabbed one of the fruits, and bit into it. This will nourish my body and bloodline, he thought, munching away. Even little Kenan ate a few of these fruits when he was a king, and they strengthened him. He waited patiently while his body digested the powerful succulent fruit, then returned his consciousness to the divine illusion dimension. Levison also cultivated, and his spatial domain glowed with the power of the evil god's crystal. The two entities were assimilating one another, but Bobby noticed that the crystal was already beginning to erode the spatial domain.